The book, Rich Dad's Success Stories, is very different from the other books of Robert Kiyosaki. Instead of analyzing the processes in the world and suggesting ideas on how to get rid of difficult financial situations, it tells the stories of people who have succeeded in their path to financial freedom. You can find 22 real stories, full of useful ideas, told by people who achieved or are achieving their dreams and goals. These are people of different ages, with different backgrounds, different jobs, different education, living in different states. What they have in common is that they changed their lives from working for salaries to having passive income, and that this very important change has been inspired by Robert Kiyosaki's books and ideas. Their stories are immense inspiration, especially for people who are afraid of taking action because they don't believe they can succeed. At Read and Grow, we review the books you want to read and present them to you in a short and memorable video. Make this channel part of your daily routine and check our book summaries for timeless principles, new insights, and unwavering motivation. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell in order to stay tuned. The book begins with 3 success stories that highlight learning the game of money, which is the first condition for achieving financial security. All these people have played the board game Cash Flow, created by Robert Kiyosaki, and it taught them financial skills through fun, repetition, and action. It challenged them and required them to think like rich people. Playing the game, they not only increased their financial skills, they built up their confidence as well. Getting interested in real estate, searching for properties, they have looked for and found their own magic formulas. The hardest thing sometimes is finding motivation to get through the tough times. First, one needs to conquer all the obstacles Robert writes about: cynicism, laziness, bad habits, arrogance, and especially fear. Fear of failing is the worst of all. The reader can find very helpful reading the cases of people overcoming conflicted feelings about money, because money is an emotional subject. People feel excited or scared, or a lot of other emotions when they have to cope with money. Rich Dad experiences tapped into their emotional states. Using the Rich Dad resources, the subjects of the book changed their feelings about money. Instead of allowing money to rule them, they took charge of their money. Valerie from Washington, highly educated in medicine, has an interesting story to tell. Despite her good income, she was missing a sense of long-term financial security. She realized that there was another form of smart that went beyond advanced degrees, that grades and degrees and diplomas weren't supposed to ensure a financially secure existence, and she wanted to find a way to educate herself to be clever in a whole new way. Finding Rich Dad, Poor Dad, she experienced gratitude and relief. She realized that in spite of the fact that many of her peers thought of her as a workaholic, she was mentally lazy about finances. She found that the hardest part of making investments was going from thinking about doing them to actually doing them. And an extremely valuable lesson: when it comes to an asset column, nobody gives a darn about advanced degrees. Her life-changing event was switching from the mindset of "here is my academic resume" to "here is my financial statement." The author reveals his strongest personal belief: you become what you study. If you study law, you can become a lawyer. If you study history, you can become a historian. But no matter what subjects you did or didn't learn, if you study how to invest to create cash flow, you can become financially free. Sharing their worries and their experience in buying properties, Wade Carol Yamamoto from Hawaii advised the reader not to fall in love with their properties, just with the numbers. Probably the most inspiring part of the book is the part telling about 4 young people who have found their way toward financial freedom by earning passive income. Their stories are proof that it is never too early to begin a financial education. Still going to school, Allison, Jake, David, and Michael demonstrate that age doesn't matter when you start a business or buy real estate as an investment. Even though they are students, they know about finances, assets, liabilities, and what they need to do to become financially secure. Parents and an innovative high school teacher provided the information that showed them that cash flow possibilities exist at any age. Jake first opened a lemonade stand, then bought a small shave ice machine. After that, started making custom candles. At 13, he managed to buy his first rental property. At 17, friends David and Michael, while working toward their college degrees, not only applied a financial education to their own lives, but made it available to others as well. After graduating from high school, they began an organization which uses the game Cash Flow for kids to teach children about money management, financial literacy, and entrepreneurship. The author points out that for people who deal in monetary matters like tax consulting, financial planning, and running their own businesses, sharing the power of financial literacy is especially important. 4 such professionals share how, by educating their clients with the Rich Dad information, they improve the relationship with them. The clients are more likely to become long-term clients because their advisor invests time in them through education, not just their money. Robert Kiyosaki explains that one of the most profound lessons his rich dad taught him was to master the power of money and not to be afraid of it. You can read 3 stories of people whose behavior was driven by the fear of not having enough money. The power of money to them came from an ever-increasing paycheck. But this wasn't the formula for financial security, because the more they earned, the more they spent. The more successful they became, the busier they were, resulting in less time for their family and friends. They didn't have assets that would create cash flow, which could support them. Their physical body was their only asset. After they learned Rich Dad's information, their worries about job security and debt was replaced by confidence about steady cash flow provided by assets. In this book, you can find the proof that Kiyosaki's system really works. Instead of reading a text trying to sell a theory, the reader discovers realistic stories and creative income ideas. What makes this book unusual and different is the fact that real people tell their real stories, and like in a novel you read or in a film you watch, they are more convincing and inspiring than most well-written self-help books. They motivate you to become a character in your own film or novel. If you enjoyed this video, you're sure to like our summary of The ABCs of Property Management, another must-read book from the Rich Dad series. Thank you for watching. Please check our channel for more videos like this. Tell us in the comments, what is your favorite book? Can't get enough of reading? Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/readandgrow1 and also on Twitter at twitter.com/readandgrow1.